scheduled, so I mean I don't really have to do anything, and neither do they. But there we go. I got it back up and running. But you guys are still talking about
Yeah.
mines and everything. The
Yep.
the Fediverse.
We're talking about the Fediverse a little bit.
All I want to know is, can you get in trouble for posting porn on there?
On the Fediverse?
Yeah,
I'm sure there are already people who do.
because
Why would you get in trouble? Just, if once Twitter jumps onto the Fediverse, you're gonna get a whole truckload of stuff like that.
mm-hmm.
Is Twitter on the Fediverse?
I don't think, not yet. I don't think.
I heard they were wanting to go into or what do they call it, Metadon or Mastodon?
Mastodon is already on there.
Is it? Well, that's part of the Fediverse.
Yeah,
Yep.
but Twitter is not. I don't think.
So instead of going into Mastodon, Twitter's going to go into the Fediverse on its own.
You saying Twitter is integrated with Mastodon? Huh?
That's what I thought was going to happen. I thought they were talking about going into Mastodon.
Yeah, no, Mastodon is just another site that participates in the metaverse.
So what's this shit going on? Everybody's talking about this alternative email and stuff what is it? Everybody's been using it on Minds and shit, and I've been using Google, and they keep telling me to use it.
Oh, the Proton Mail, you mean?
Yeah, Proton. What is that?
It's just another mail like Gmail, except they respect your privacy more, I guess, opposed to Google.
Is it like one of those DuckDuckGo things where they throw advertising on TV and stuff?
Yeah, maybe. I don't have a Proton Mail account, but
I don't.
Yeah, I don't get advertisements or anything.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's like I said, I have my opinions even about the encryption shit. You know what I mean? It's more of a nuisance for me. If I'm that freaking serious about my privacy, then I'll freaking get a VPN. You know?
well, like I said before, if they implement encryption right, it should be seamless. You shouldn't have to even bother setting up all this crap.
I agree.
Look at Signal, right? Signal does end-to-end encryption,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't have to do anything. You just just log in and it just works.
I seen some strange message on
Where?
on Minds. Mine said I did it. Oh, okay. I see what it is. He's talking to Bob Dub. She keeps getting me in trouble.
Who? Where? On the on your chat room?
Infinite Imaginarium.
Dude, I totally don't get you in trouble. You don't need any help getting yourself in trouble.
I know.
You do it
I know.
all
I know.
Mr. Hansen.
Mr. Hansen.
Dude,
I just
you're
wanted-
a troublemaker, dude.
I just wanted to hear her voice again. You should hear it. She told me, it's your tone. She said it sounded like angelic tone. It's like, or some shit. Some really good.
Dulcet.
Oh, dulcet.
Dulcet tones.
Dulcet tones. And she goes, Roger.
So
you're
they've
such a
made
fancy
he's made a AI assistant that he's put on his Glitch Me page. So we can go in there and we can start up an instance of his uncorrupted AI. Doesn't have all the algorithms that manipulate you. It just gives you the output that you want. It's so cool. That's what he was saying.
Can you share what the...
I can read it. I'm reading it now. It says...
Have you got the link?
Oh, no,
Share
not
the
the
screen.
link.
The link's in there.
Wait a minute.
Share-
Is
share
it
this- share the screen so everybody can see.
Let me see if I can find it.
So he basically has an instance of something like a Chat GPT.
Yeah.
Yes, it's called Infinity.
Let's see.
And he's trained it to work like a neural network.
You know what
I
he
think it's
really
his
needs
prompt.
to do? There's one thing he can do to that to make it even perfect.
Hmm.
Like, give it your voice and
Oh yeah, definitely. That would be excellent.
mhm.
Totally agree with that. I go for that feature.
And I was thinking the other day, you know what would be another good computer voice? It would be Mark. If Mark,
Yeah.
yeah, if Mark would allow them or Minds Gaming to use his voice, he'd be and have like freaking Bob Dub's computer on one side and his on the other, and they're bitching at each other.
They're just bitching at each other. I knew you were getting there.
You.
But they don't do it in real life, so
No.
it's gonna sound weird that they do it in AI.
But you know what I'm saying? Like make videos.
You could do you could make it'll be better if you do a Bill Ottman voice and Mark Edworthy voice, and they'd be bitching at each other.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we would have to find somebody who's good at rigging, but this would be a better idea. Do one where it's Bill Altman standing in front of the two computers and Bob Dub's on one side and she loves the death out of him. And,
Oh right.
And Mark is on the other side and he's all snooty with him and shit and talking, you
No,
know.
you don't have to make me between two guys that I think are wonderful. That's cruel of you, Roger.
Well,
Yeah, he's a dark.
I gotta admit, it would be pretty funny.
you know. And freaking, you know, Mark's computer, he would be talking about freaking the terms of agreement and shit, and then freaking, you know.
It's not fair. Not fair. Talking about Mark this way when he's not here.
He'll be in. He'll be in here in a little bit. He always does. He comes in right after I start talking about him.
He's probably watching your stream
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
He's doing his project and watch. There it is. Is it the modular NFT marketplace?
No, that's the new thing. That we went on to start talking about NFTs because I was asking Satori if he was minting these images that he's putting up in the dream time of the
Did they
Lumina
ever start
Theatre.
doing that on Me? Where you could
What?
do NFTs?
Moment was doing NFTs, but we're trying to do NFTs now on Glitch Me, and just move away from Moment and do. Minds Gaming is just going to do his own NFTs. At least we're going to start. Just.
Interesting.
I see the OpenSea Imaginarium Mandala Spore 004. Is that it?
Yes, no. Just before that, that's an NFT that's one of Satori's NFTs that I need to buy.
Okay.
Because you're making me an art gallery, and the rules of the art gallery is that only NFTs that I own are allowed to be displayed in the art gallery. So I have to buy the Mandala Spore NFT, right, to put in the art gallery that you're making.
Okay. Now, do you want a bust and a pedestal for it to go on?
A bit bust, hey?
I can make them. Completely white.
So I don't know how I would display photos. Yeah, I suppose so. A bust of who?
No, I'm just saying,
who?
just for decoration. Well, you wouldn't. I mean, you wouldn't want me to really get too descriptive. I could do some topography to make the faces look different. You know what I mean? But it would be basically the same head. And then I would do topography, give it a beard or something, and hair.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But I mean, I'm
not. Bust with a beard would be so cool.
Yeah, I'm not.
I would love that.
I'm not like a pro at it, but I'm better than what the CGI did for you on that one video. I can say that much. That was pretty bad. That one where they were facing each other for Shakespeare. That was CGI,
Oh,
right?
those two things with that face coming out of the one bust,
Yeah.
shouting at the face in the other bust.
Yeah,
That was freaky. That was an AI generated image. I
Yeah.
don't know what that was. Yeah.
yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I can do better than that, but not much better.
Oh, I don't believe you. I think you're magnificent. You've already made me the studio, haven't you? Didn't we upload the asset or something?
Yeah,
You're magnificent, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Mr. Fancy Pants.
Mr. What's this rumble? Oh, Chocolate Thunder.
Chocolate Thunder. That's
Thunder.
yeah. See, now you're talking the magic words. Say the word Chocolate Thunder and
Okay.
With the sexy beard.
see, and that's what I was getting onto. Like, remember how I was telling you guys how great I am and everything, and you're
Yeah.
Yes.
that's
Also humble.
well, I ain't gonna say that. Not when it comes to Chocolate Thunder. Like Chocolate Thunder is just the end all to everything. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So he's got he's kind of like a mix between Shaft and that one dude.
Start talking to him about himself in third person. I love it.
Yeah. What's the name of that one where that black dude gets on the radio all the time and he talks about his wiener? You remember that movie? You-
Was
Describe
that
a little bit of
what
it.
he was talking about? Puff Puff Pass? Was that the one he shared on Mint Me?
No, you remember
No.
the movie where oh, I'm getting excited just thinking about it.
Describe a little bit of it.
Roger.
He was a radio announcer and he kept getting kicked off of radio because every time he'd get on there he'd talk about sexual stuff and he would be the ladies man. He's a mix between the ladies man.
Channeling him, are you?
Yes.
You talking about the movie or something in real life?
No, the
Somebody-
movie. So I was thinking what would be
Does it sound like Chocolate Rain too?
oh god, how does Chocolate Rain sound?
You gotta play the video or something. Somebody.
Now I'm anxious. I want to know what Chocolate Rain sounds
y'all
like.
haven't heard Chocolate Rain?
I haven't.
It was internet sensation back in the, I don't know, 2000 something.
Okay, I got the first episode of Murder Time Fun Time. Now this one, when I do this, I can't use YouTube, so it's got all the good stuff. All the stuff that we were doing on that last one. I mean, even with frickin' the He-Man episodes and shit, that was cool. Frickin' He-Man and well, it's not He-Man, it's Prince Adam actually. He ends up being a gay frickin' Prince Adam. Okay, let me go check and make sure everything's still going. They keep doing it.
I use Brave.
It just like literally drops my freaking stream.
What?
Yeah,
Chrome does that?
yeah. It literally just drops the stream, and then freaking it sometimes it'll freaking pop back up, but not all the time. Okay.
That movie you're talking about, is it called Talk Radio?
No, the one I'm talking about.
The one you were talking about, some character that, some Howard Stern-like character.
No, this one is the Ladies Man. Just type in Ladies Man.
Ladies Man, okay. That was the other one.
And the chocolate one, what was that one again?
What, this Chocolate Rain is a song?
Chocolate Rain. Let me go see. If I see the face, I will probably recognize it.
Black dude with glasses.
You see that could have came in handy when we were doing the script.
Hmm.
Tay Zonde's Chocolate Rain was more
Yeah, yeah.
woke than he realized. Chocolate Rain by Chad Vader. Oh
No,
wow.
the Fazonde, dude.
The Faison
Fazonde or whatever.
Tay Zonde's, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe Chad Vader did it. You remember Chad Vader, don't you?
Yeah.
He was Darth Vader working as a
Right.
freaking grocery store manager, I
Grocery
think.
store. Yeah, yeah.
That was some crazy shit. Yeah. Vanilla Snow. Chocolate Rain parody. Vanilla Snow. Wow, I never even heard of this dude. Ever.
Wow.
Me neither.
YouTube, man. Back in the day.
Back when it was actually worth watching. Like, there was a time where I actually enjoyed being on there, but now it's just ridiculous. Like, you get on there and all they want you to see, the first recommendations they pop up is like freaking politics.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like that's not why people got on there back in like the early 2000s. It was to get on there and watch parodies and stuff like that.
Hmm.
At least that's what I remember. Well, we got 4 viewers on Rumble.
Cool.
One's currently watching on Odyssey, and
Hey now.
that's good. I would do mine, but I mean they make you, or they loop and start recording over your video after like 6 hours, I think it is.
Well, if you restart your stream,
Yeah.
then they would.
Well, by the
You
time
should use a new stream key if you wanna.
I wish the stream was more interactive and actually monetized, like just for the stream,
Mhm.
not just on comments, like for viewers and all that kind of shit.
And I know they're connected with cryptocurrency too, so there should be no problem with that. Like I went in there and read LivePeer's stuff, and they're supposedly connected with cryptocurrency. So, you know, but
Tips and super comments and crypto and all that should be on top of regular monetization, like viewers and whatnot.
Bob Dub's quiet.
Yeah. I'm about to
Sorry,
be
yeah,
real quiet.
I was.
I'm about to get out of here.
So
Wasn't expecting this, but I appreciate the invite.
and I'm glad you came in. It's been a while since we've heard from you. You know.
Yeah, I've been busy working,
Yeah, I know. Freaking.
learning.
Whenever
It's
you got.
wonderful catching up.
Whenever you got time, man, come in on Fridays, because we always come up on here and hang out and stuff and just bullshit, you know?
Cool.
So,
Yeah, I'll try to do that.
and usually these guys convince me to do it earlier. Every time, like, not last week, but the week before, freaking I thought Tan wanted to start it earlier, so I got on and put it on at like 3 o'clock, and he's like, no, that's not what I was saying.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's way too
I'm
early.
still at work by then. There's no way.
Right. Me too. This 6 is probably a good time.
Okay. I decided to do it on Skype because last week I was telling Tan and Mark, I was like, well, look, everybody that you're talking about who we were making the exceptions for to do it on like Jitsi and all that, freaking they don't even come to the shows on Friday, you know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's weird.
it just
Mine's is so weird.
everybody on mine's me included, except for Bob Dub. She's not weird.
Yeah, she's
Totally normal.
That's cool.
Totally, guys.
Everybody else is weirdos.
Yeah.
Yep.
But all of us weirdos, we got it backwards though, because like the craziest one out of all of us is Mark, and nobody recognizes that. They don't even see it. You know what I mean? Because he always answers their questions and Canary and all that. He's crazy as freaking shit, dude.
Well, he wears a tie.
Yeah.
It's his disguise.
I'm so glad I got a chance to freaking actually meet him and get to know him, dude, because like he is the nuttiest out of all of us, dude.
Well, he tolerates he put up with you the most.
Yeah.
And
Well, no, Bob Dub's coming in a close second these days, man. She just sat and did a freaking script about anal probing.
I did not do a script about anal probing. I sat with you to keep you company while
you just got volunteered.
She did a good job of keeping me company. I'll put it to you that way. She doesn't.
Y'all have fun. I'm gonna get out of here.
All
We'll see you
right.
next time.
See you later,
Yeah,
you
you
better.
Thanks.
Yes. See, the thing is, she doesn't want to take responsibility for it. You know what I mean? Like,
For what?
Wait.
Responsibility.
you know what? You know what? Freaking, you know
Oh,
what?
Roger, you're so trying to start a controversy.
He always
I'm
does.
resisting you.
He's a controversy guy. Yeah,
He
you
is.
think Mr. Robot was, but you know Roger. He's
No,
Did
OG. He doesn't put OG after his name for nothing.
do you know my new conspiracy on Bill W. or Bill Altman? I'm calling him Bill W.
Billy the Kid.
No, yeah, Billy the Kid. He's
Billy the Kid.
he's no longer Minds Gaming, okay? Which I
Mm.
thought for the longest time he was like Minds Gaming, and Minds Gaming was Bill Altman in disguise. But since I know it's not him now, my conspiracy has evolved. He's now a genetically modified. No, not a genetically modified. He's a holographic
Projection.
projection.
So he's an AI.
Yeah. So you know, everybody mentioned him and his kids,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a simple solution. I already know the answer to that. You know what that is?
What?
That's nothing more than a computer-generated family, okay? Not only is he computer-generated, his entire family is. So what you're seeing there is a computer-generated wife and kids. See, that's what that is.
Okay.
Whose computer?
I would say it was Jack's.
Who
Oh.
generates him?
Huh?
Jack
Jack.
generates him.
Yes.
Jack generates him.
So
Jack generates an
generates.
older brother.
He generates
Right.
an older brother
Him and
because
hi-
he's lonely.
him and Bill's college buddies, the ones that helped him start Minds.
What about John then?
John is not in the loop. He got too close, and then that's when Jack said we need to take him out of the equation.
So, but
So he
then
programmed a bill.
John is not in the loop. So then,
That's why he got in trouble with my.
no. So you got some gap in your theory there, man.
I'll
'Cause,
figure it out.
How is John Bill Ottman's dad if he's not in the loop? And
Well-
Bill is AI.
Who?
There's a long time period between the college days and now, so I mean that is a good thing to that is something to bring up. Maybe Jack had to take him out and make him a computer generated father. There's a lot of big money involved in this stuff, you know what I mean?
So Jack took his dad out and replaced his dad
Have you
with
ever
an AI.
have you ever looked into Jack's eyes? They're kind of creepy, kind of like Seriously, I mean, like, he could do it. I think he could. He just he makes freaking poor Steve. Isn't that Steve, the one in Canary? He makes him freaking do all of his work down in the basement and shit.
You mean Mark or
What is his name? The dude with the beard and the glasses.
Ryan?
Ryan, yeah. Poor Ryan. Dude has to do his work in the basement and shit.
He does?
Yeah, didn't you see that video he put up of his desk and everything down in the basement? He had that TV and his... You're the one that showed it to me, actually. Or was that...
No. That was Bill. That was
Oh,
Bill's.
Bill's.
That was when they started out mines running the server from their home.
Well, see, that even brings my theory even closer. I mean, if he's doing work out of his basement, you don't know what's going on with that dude.
Well, that's kind of typical, you know. I think Mark Zuckerberg used to run his what do they call it before they named it Facebook?
Happy friends.
They run their server out of their college dorm too. So,
No, I've watched the movie for that. They weren't running anything out of the college dorms. Those kids were freaking jumping off the balconies and having parties all the time. Like, and Zuckerberg even said it too. Like, they didn't freaking do shit in college. It was more partying than anything else. Like, you know, he was hooked up with that one dude that was involved in what was it? Oh my goodness! It was the one where you could go and frickin' get music off the internet.
oh yeah, I remember that LimeWire, right?
Well, it was the one before LimeWire, the one with the black cat.
Oh yeah, Napster or something.
Napster, that's it.
Yeah.
Him and Napster, the guy who started Napster, frickin' got him into a partnership with him, and it fell through. But before that, he was also doing work with the guy who founded Wikipedia.
Hmm.
It's pretty cool when you go back and I watched it and shit, and I haven't been able to do much more research, but and I know a lot of that can't be true because, like, at the end, they got this part where he lost freaking Facebook, and the only thing that the executives allow him to do is sit in the freaking lunchroom and play on his laptop and shit. And I'm like, you are so full of shit. He ended the movie like that, you know?
Oh, you mean like the Facebook movie?
Yeah.
The social network?
Yeah, they came out with a movie about how freaking Zuckerberg started Facebook and where it ended up.
Yeah, it's called The Social Network.
Yeah. That ending was so stupid. I was like, yeah, right, dude. Zuckerberg's not going to give up power.
There was a movie made about Bill Gates, Microsoft, way back when. It was called Antitrust.
That is funny.
So, yeah, these guys, they each have a movie. One of these days, Bill Ottman's going to have a movie made about him.
He already does.
What is it called?
It's called Billy the Kid.
Not the real one.
He's gonna look freaking Mark Edworthy right in the face when he goes, "I fought the law and the law won." I thought that was pretty cool.
What happened? Where's Bob Dub? Did she fall off?
No, she's hanging around.
Oh, sorry, I'm here. Sorry.
There you are. You're just
Sorry,
listening.
I'm tidying my desk and dreaming
Yes,
about. Yeah, sorry.
What time is it over in your end, Bob Dub?
We're 11:20 in the morning.
Oh wow.
Saturday morning.
Oh, okay. Saturday
Yeah.
morning. Okay.
Yes.
That's
Wow.
cool.
So that's good. 14 hours.
So you
Yeah.
you would be 7 hours ahead of me.
Only 7? More than that.
Well, 6 o'clock in the afternoon
It's
here.
11 a.m. It's 11 a.m. on her time.
Why?
It's like
Yeah, 7
we-
hours.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Well, a day and
it's
7
more than
hours.
12
yeah.
hours.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I don't.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot easier for you if you just give up those days. You know what I mean?
14
Like
to
right
11
right here and right now. This is your time. This is my time. Just like take the extra day and just kind of get rid of. Because if you don't, you'll get really confused. You know what I mean? Just
I find it easier to just know how many hours from now are we doing something.
Exactly. Yeah.
Then I can count hours. But trying to join clocks together, oh, that's too awful.
It's a nightmare. I freaking and all this shit started with Mark. It's Mark's fault. That's the one thing I have to blame. Mark and
Mark's fault.
did you?
Well,
Oh,
I mean, we're working with different time zones, so that's bound to happen.
I think it's
Where-
Mark's
where-
fault. The time zones.
it's always Mark's fault when it comes to time. Him and Pecos Dave. I never had to deal with any of this until freaking I met those two. And Pecos Dave, he hasn't been around, so
Aren't you in his time zone, Pecos Davis?
yeah. Well, if he's
So
still
that's why you don't have problems with him.
If he's still here, though. No, he started talking about like Zulu time and shit, and then finally I figured out that Zulu time is the same as GMT.
Yes.
So
And also same as UTC.
yeah, see, and they sit there and let me stew on that for like a week straight.
That's right. I remember. I remember that. that was fun.
They just wanted to torture me, is what they wanted to
Yep.
do. So
They were probably just trying to set the record straight.
No,
I'm
they
sure it was
assume-
probably
they
you
assume-
who were the.
Yeah, they
no.
assume that you know. I mean, you didn't ask.
They know by now. Well, Mark knows that I'm a little bit better at it than what I was, but trust me, they knew I was not able. Okay, they knew. Freaking I've got a freaking Google Doc set up with the time differences and shit. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Well, he set up a calendar for you now. Isn't that helping?
well, it's supposed to be, but now he's wanting to get more prissy about it. He's like, well, here in England, we don't do the calendar like that. Like, you guys say 5/18/04 or 24, but we don't do it like that. So now I gotta cater the actual time or the date and the freaking month according to
Rest
the
of the world.
English for the rest of the world. Yeah.
It's really hard. I've started using the actual name of the month because I just find this
Mm-hmm.
That's
this
a good idea.
two different ways of doing it is just too. Yeah.
That's a good idea. I
Yeah,
can,
yeah.
I can do that. We'll turn it back on frickin' Mark and say, here's how we're gonna do it, buddy. And we don't care what you say. We don't.
On your
Well-
server.
Yeah.
Got the. I think it's the least confusing for the most amount of people
Yeah.
to use the
Yeah.
actual name.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, calendar.
But I think that from a developer's point of view, it might be more complex.
No, we don't do developer stuff. We just configure it.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Oh man. Okay, I see what it was. I had to go in and check. Freaking, it said that I had a notification on mine's chat. And it ended up just being that bug that you were talking about earlier.
Oh, did you see that I posted the link in this chat here to the to Minds Gaming's chatbot?
In Imaginarium?
No.
Oh,
I see.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Open GTS?
Bring it up.
I mean, he did post the link in Infinite Imaginarium, so I to experiment with making this token economy, Tan.
Yeah.
And so, like, we're trying to experiment with different ways to tokenize things and to see how we could mint our own NFTs without having to use one of the other NFT platforms like OpenSea or Moment, or like, is there a way that he could incorporate us minting our own NFTs on our own website?
Alright,
Right.
that's pretty good.
It
Now,
would be interesting, hey?
is that the same link that's up there on top? Yeah, it is. The public link, so that's good to know. I've got it in the stream too, so that people can see it. I'm thinking it's in there. So
Well,
It's not.
using Infinity, what we're using Infinity for a lot is to generate the scripts for Dude, Where's My Wallet? Okay, a lot of other things as well. But one of the things that they've got about the Dude, Where's My Wallet series is that because it's all a collaborative project, people are meant to be able to go back into older episodes and cut out bits from the older episode and then structure a new episode referring back to the older episodes. So it's all this going to be this sort of strange self-referential collaborative evolution of thought.
yeah, she's
That's
something
pretty
else.
Theory.
You're using AI to help generate your script
Yes.
for the show. Yeah, yeah.
They get even more intense. You would actually like being with her and Satori Tan, because they're freaking doing poems and stuff in code.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw some of his stream with the.
You would actually, I guarantee you would love that. And they literally do it together. Like, they're sitting there freaking deciphering it and shit between one another.
Mm.
He'll share it
Really?
with
You
Bob
mean like
Dub.
we'll do live coding?
Hmm. Well, you explain it, Bob Dub. You're the one that's doing it.
Well, I don't know how to explain it. I'm doing it to try and figure out how to explain it. But
So,
it's like what I said. It's like this collaborative project where you create a third mind between you. You know, it's you, it's me and you, and then it's this third conceptual body of knowledge that sits between us. And then, you know, not just him and I, but anybody who joins into the project, is that each person who comes to the project sees it in a different way. And so they can modify it, and so you can get these really surprising outcomes that you didn't plan when you went into the project, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
it's bringing together different people who have different strengths and different skill sets, and seeing what happens when you just link together a creative project, see how far you can push it. And so I think that's where Satori D and Minds Gaming are at the moment, with these artworks that incorporate coding and poetry and make code poems.
Cool.
But it's
Yeah.
even more wonderful than that, because he sets the back-end protocols using all this language for the LLM.
He has this one
And
that
so
he
when
just,
you read through the protocols, they almost read like poetry, the way he's setting it up.
he just
It's something-
posted one that is called Ethiogentic Codex.
Mm.
And
Is
it's,
that Satori D?
yeah. Freaking, it's
So
amazing.
it's a poem about code.
Pretty much. I know Bob Dub's been doing a lot of cool stuff with them. That's about that. And then what was it, the Flower Song or something like that you guys are doing?
Yes. Flower Song is a really, really interesting concept. It comes, I think, that everything that you're doing in the now is creating your life. And so you create these moments in your life, and these moments in your life you join together like into a necklace or something. I don't know how the necklace then becomes your flower song. Anyway, it's just yeah, I don't know. Roger, you keep on asking me to explain these things, and I really have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just sort of like, let's see if I click this button, what will happen.
Everybody always tells me that too. It's like, you guys do all these amazing things, and then when I ask you about it, you're like, oh, I just click buttons. I'm like, you're doing a lot more than I am.
Well,
like,
you click the buttons on Mincemeat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. But I really don't think. I just kind of like click and then click and then click.
Yeah.
It's like when you're on Mint.me, it's just like when you're buying and selling crypto on, all the other ones. You just kind of do it naturally because you're going to have to freaking do shitloads of sells and buys, and it just becomes a process.
Huh.
I mean, that's all it is for me. I don't really think. Now this one right here, it's Crypto Poetic Shaman, and it says cryptograph cones etched in barks with ciphers none but poets have deciphered.
Ooh.
So are these generated by the assistant? These verses.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Sometimes there are. I don't know. It's hard to say. Sometimes you take a line from somebody else's poem and you put it into the AI and use that as the seed for another poem. Or sometimes you take an AI generated poem and you rewrite it, to reflect your personality or whatever. It's just a collaborative project on whatever you feel like doing next. Try it and see if it works. So I think that click buttons is just a metaphor for that, of try it and see if it works. So yeah, I don't quite know where we started from, but a lot of what we were doing in the hubs with making the Dude Where's My Wallet, which is really a big part of it, because the thing about the Dude Where's My Wallet is that as we're making the series, they are putting all these like little clues into the series that you don't necessarily pick up until a few series later. So they're just I don't know. It's
cool is what it is.
It's organic and it's growing, and you don't really understand it while you're doing it, but when you look back you say, oh, those elements linked together. That's so cool. So Satori D calls himself a digital shaman, and he says that his sort of like mission is to teach people, to nurture people in the digital realm to find their voice. And so I think finding Flower Song is almost a way of working with different people in different ways to find your voice and find where you're at. And the Dude Where's My Wallet is one of many of their collaborative projects that they do. It's just it's just real fun to be in.
I was doing that. I was doing that project with Bob Dub the other day, Tan, and we were going over that script for Minds Gaming, and the coolest part was while we were doing it, freaking Bob Dub was playing around with the AI, and it's just a little spoiler, but at the end of all that, I was recording it, and I've got her freaking doing a reading from that alien probe, and she does it in Shakespeare.
We took the script that we just made, copied and pasted it into the AI, and told it to regenerate it in the style of Shakespeare. So we got it said, "Good morning, my good man," or whatever it was.
She read it, and by the time she was done, we had, when we were quitting, like, she couldn't stop laughing from it. It was just busting up. Like, you know,
It's cool.
it's pretty cool
It's
stuff.
so silly.
Yeah.
It's great. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So do you write poetry as well, Tan?
No.
Oh, all right. So Roger said you thought that you'd be interested in it because we did poetry. I was like,
Oh,
I
I
haven't
think
seen
I-
you doing any poetry.
No. I think he meant I'd be interested in the code part of it, I guess.
Oh, right. Interesting, yes. Well, they're searching for people to help them code, Tan, because they're trying to set up with the place where we do one of the things with Dude, Where's My Wallet is talking about new technology, obviously, and so they record it in a 3D room where we all have our own little avatars and we can sort of like walk around the room clicking different links and yeah.
Okay.
And so that app that they're using that's called Hubs is closing down at the end of this month.
Right.
So they're trying to build a 3D environment where we can hang out and have avatars. And Minds Gaming has done one using, I think he says A-frame. So he's made us this beautiful room, but we can't get the avatars. He somehow can't get avatars to appear in it.
Oh, I see.
But like
Sounds
he and
a lot
Roger
of
were talking.
work. Sounds like a
I
lot of
don't
work if you don't
understand
build
it.
on something, because Hubs is an open source project. He can just, I
Right.
mean, even if it's shutting down, he can just fork it, the code base, and
Dude.
add do his own spin on it, and start maintaining his own version of it. But I'm pretty sure he might
Okay,
be
we're
doing
trying to
something
get-
like that already. I'm pretty sure he's aware that.
That he
Hub
can
is-
do it off Hubs.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't.
yeah, because Mozilla Hubs is on GitHub. The source code is there, so he might be, taking that code and then just doing his own spin on it.
And doing his own thing on Glitch, because
Yeah,
we're building
he
the
just
thing
take
on
the
Glitch.
code, build it, and then run it on his
Huh.
own server. He doesn't rely on Hubs anymore. If they're
See, I don't
shutting down
really
the server,
understand what's going on.
yeah. But I think he might be already doing it, right? Because if he's into this thing, he should be already knows. So yeah, interesting. So maybe he did that thing that he's doing is based on Hub's code, right? I don't know.
I do not know. Well, you see, what's Glitch?
Glitch, is that his own thing he called it?
No, it's another open source thing, I think.
Okay.
Glitch.
So here's the Hub's code repo, sent you in the chat. But Glitch, is it glitch.com?
Glitch.com. Yeah. We make Glitch so it's easier for you to make the web. Glitch is the place where millions of creators, professionals, and educators build the open web together. Our job is to give you fast, fun tools for building the website of your dreams.
Well, I don't know if it's the same thing he's talking about.
Okay, shall I put the link on it so that you can see?
No, I am
No, you
seeing
can see.
what you're reading from.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what he's used to build his website. And now on his website, built with this, he's building a 3D room, and we want to try and get avatars in there so that we can all, chill together. And then I think that if we got viewers, we could bring our viewers in, so as a gimmick. So the viewer could say, like, if they had paid 10 tokens, they could come into our lounge with us and be an avatar. I don't know. Lots of different ideas.
Okay. Can you? Where's his site? Is that the one that you were? No, that's not the one. Can you share the link to his site? I can.
To his site, yeah, sure. That's this here.
Have a quick look and see what he's building it
Copy.
with.
Okay, so when you go to his place,
yeah, I see it.
Then you click the one in the middle, I think, that says chatbot. Down at the bottom, those 3 round circles, the sort of yellow and purple one.
Yeah.
When you click chatbot,
yeah.
Does it go? No, yeah. Are you in
I am.
a room now?
It's showing me a black screen.
Oh, okay. I'm in a room.
You are in a room, okay. I just want to see what.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, it's glitchy here. Yeah, no. It wasn't like this yesterday. Obviously, somebody's working on it.
I hope he's not building it from scratch.
He said A-frame. Have you heard of A-frame?
No.
Okay, me neither.
Just see.
Yes, see, they are. I think they are building it from scratch because Roger's making assets. All these pictures on the walls is Roger's work.
Oh man, it's gonna be a lot of work to build that from scratch.
Well, I'm just watching, Tan. I don't really understand it all.
Alright. Well, maybe I could come on to the next time you guys are getting together. I can just come on and listen.
Oh, that would be so cool. So that's what we usually do on a Thursday night. We have this meeting in the room, and the first half of the meeting is like where we bring in our questions about the Mint Me website, like how to use it, how to do the trading, how to mint an NFT, how to buy your own tokens, how to deploy your tokens onto the blockchain, all those questions, just having a general chat. And then after that, we usually read another script for the next episode.
And you don't have to understand everything either. And if you do, they're pretty cool about talking to you about it too. Because I went in there and there was no pressure, and Mike was real eager to help out.
They're so helpful.
To do what?
Well,
to do the Mint Me stuff.
Yeah. Every time I had questions, they were willing to do it. And they even have cool top secret shit too. You can't see their porn and everything until you freaking have shitloads of Mint Me coins.
Okay.
So that means I got to get a hustle on, because it's got to be good if.
So there's 2 avatars in this room now. It's so cool. Is that you guys?
Okay.
There's a pink one that's walking around, and there's a yellow one that's just standing looking at me.
I'm seeing A-frame.io stuff.
I can't see nothing.
What? I can see all your pictures on the walls, Roger.
Oh wow!
So this is the A-frame that he's talking.
Let me go to speaker view. Oh, you're on A-frame.
No. I'm looking at his web site and trying to learn what technologies he's using. And Bob Dub said he's using A-frame, and I just figured out what that A-frame is about.
Yeah, I got you now.
Yeah.
Now see, that's what I was trying to tell him too. Is before I had to do I'll go ahead.
What a question I have for, I mean,
Go for it.
trying to understand how what he's planning to do with the site. Because if you know if Hubs Mozilla Hubs is shutting down, what's stopping him from running its own hubs from the Mozilla Hubs code, right? Because Hubs is open source, so maybe he wants to build something scaled down and simple and quick, I guess, without using a heavy framework like Hubs. But yeah, okay.
Now,
I can see on this side there's a whole bunch of icons on the left. Those are rooms or what are they?
the icons they have. Are you on Hubs?
No, I'm on his Glitch Me site.
Oh, those. Well, I haven't been in there in a while. Yeah, like 2-3 days. Let me see if I
They
can
have
find.
what is this, Dragon token, and they have Minds Gaming token.
Yeah, those are his tokens. I know that
The
much.
Tor. These are all the different
No,
kinds of
they're
tokens.
all of us.
Yeah,
Do
they're all.
betters
Yes.
are there.
Yeah.
Oh, these are
Everybody-
people. These are members. Wait,
All of these
so
are
you
people
have
who've minted their own cryptocurrency to use as well, like as a reward system to support their content creation.
I see. If I click on one of these links, it takes me to the Mint Me
To there, yes,
website.
yes. So that's the landing page.
Yeah. And if I click on what is that? The chat bot at the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the room now. So maybe he's making some changes to his site. We weren't able to see it before, but now it's showing a virtual
Now it's
room
showing.
with a chair
Uh-huh.
Yes. You see it, and a piano.
and a piano. Yeah.
Yes.
No,
And you see the pictures on the walls.
No. Oh,
Oh.
I'm able to move around in this room.
Yeah.
Move around, looking around. I see screens on the walls, but like white frames with no pictures.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And there's a couple of bubbles moving
Yeah.
about, balloons. I guess one of
Now
them
that's
is blue,
interesting.
but-
That's a new thing, Tan. He hasn't been able to put the bubbles moving around before. I think
Yeah.
that's the first attempt to create avatars.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see a balloon heads.
Yes.
Couple balloon heads in there, and there's a yellow one and there's a red one.
Can you see me with my katana and my water gun?
and her water gun.
Your water gun. Where's
Yeah,
that?
that's
I know.
right. You get a water gun, and when you walk
I get a
one
water
direction, and then when you turn around and go the other way, you get a sword. That's cool. At least it does that to me. So I thought that was cool.
I think that's cool too.
So this is like a virtual world. You go on here and you wait. Who's?
So studios
there
where
too,
we
Roger?
record.
Huh?
Are
Yeah.
you in there too, Roger?
Not at the moment. Nobody shared the screen with me.
So there are two other people in this room with me, I guess, right now. One of them,
Yes.
one is the yellow head, and the other one is the red head.
Now,
So if we go to the chat and create a room,
This thing.
new room, create. My camera and microphone are being used over here, so nah, it's not going to work, unfortunately.
Ah, well, this is for them to show us how this works.
Well-
so-
We're all trying to figure it out together. We're all trying to
Yeah, but he's building this stuff,
Yeah,
right?
it's like he's
Yes.
doing it right now. Like he's trying to
Yeah.
he's trying to get it done before the end of the month for
Hmm.
before
For a
hubs
big
shut down.
big for a hub set, a hub set.
So this is where he was asking for somebody to help him, because as I take it, what he was saying was that he's not really a coder. He's more of a prompt engineer,
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
and so it would be
he's
really
doing all
helpful
this
for
with
him.
AI.
I can't answer that. I don't know.
Is he around? Bring him into your show, Roger.
He can come in anytime. I already posted the link.
But I've never seen Satori D on your room, have I? Yeah, maybe I
Well,
did.
Satori D is shy. He doesn't like just jump in there like he was. But we were supposed
Actually-
to do an interview with him, and he didn't show up. Like he's real touchy
Oh.
about
Oh,
it.
really?
So who's
Yeah, he's
doing
really
this?
shy.
Is it Mind Gaming or Satori D?
Now both of them are doing it, to my last recollection. So
Be good to have him in your show to talk about this.
I would love
Or-
to have Satori on the show. He's cool as hell. Like if you just go in on Thursday, like Bob Dub said, and meet him, you'll see what he's a cool guy.
Or send the link in Roger's chat room before on Thursday to remind me.
Now, are
I'm freed up.
now on your thing, man? If you want to use your real count on this, this is specifically just for the Minds Roundtable, okay? So if you want to do
What
that,
group?
this chat we're in right now, I got it. It's a chat group just for this one, okay?
Oh no, I'm not talking about your Skype chat.
Well,
I'm
I know,
talking
but
about
to
the
send
Minds chat, your Minds chat room.
Well, to send links to you and stuff like that. You know what I mean? If you want
Okay.
to do it that way.
I don't check the Skype chat at all. I'm joining as anonymous, right? So I'm not there full time. I'm not seeing your chat updates.
You're afraid of the CIA, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm like Mr. Robot got to me.
I think all of them on there are. It's either that or they're into open source and they think freaking Windows is just so horrible. Which, don't get me wrong, it is, but if I gotta choose between the two evils, I'd go with Microsoft any day of the week.
Mm.
I hate freaking Linux. And I always lie to myself and say, why don't we try it again? You know?
Maybe it's better this time. Right?
Yeah.
It's improved since 10 years ago.
Yeah. And freaking it's not. I mean, freaking Robot had me doing chocolatey again, and I'd freaking forgotten like 3/4 of how to deal with it. And finally, after.
What?
Yeah, chocolatey.
Robot had you do chocolatey.
Yeah. He had a cool movie that freaking he wanted me to watch, so he transferred it to me through Chocolatey instead of doing it through Google Drive. You know, Mr. Hardcore against Microsoft.
Right.
He didn't want it to be found on the internet or some shit.
Right. Yeah.
Then when I brought up the fact that I knew him on X, he freaking called me out on it, and in a private message he says, "Well, you doxing me like that." I'm like, dude, that's not that's not doxing and shit. Like,
You're not doxing you. You're on there for everyone to see.
yeah, I ain't fucking. Well, you doxing me like that. I'm like, oh god, I didn't even respond.
Wait, on one of your streams?
No, he did it in a private message. And I was like,
No, but where did you dox?
it was in chat.
Quote unquote doxed him.
It was in Mine's chat because I told him freaking, or I mentioned him being on X,
Oh, okay.
and
But you didn't post the X link to his profile.
no, I didn't. I should though. Just-
Wait, so on X he's not hiding anything? What the hell?
well, he says it's just propaganda. He only uses freaking X for propaganda purposes, of course.
So why would he have his real life stuff on X and not on other places? Why would posting his X profile be doxing him, right?
Uh-huh.
Or maybe because his family uses accent, he's using it to communicate with them.
He's afraid that the secret army's gonna come and kidnap him in the night.
Yeah.
So he gets a
He promised us to have a movie night tonight, and he's just ditching us.
blame it on the DMT
What's the DNT?
or the GNC, whichever one. I mean,
The GNC.
I get a trip out of him because he starts talking about how DMT freaking expands your universe and makes you think better. And I'm sitting there, and I think it was the last time or the time before that we talked about it, and I was like, dude, are you fucking crazy? I was like, that's getting high. You know what I mean? I didn't
Yeah.
I didn't do dope for freaking that many years because it was a function, you know what I mean? It was like everything he was describing was what you went through when you got high, you know?
Right.
So it's amazing to me that people like that can't distinguish between a spiritual experience and getting freaking high. Every time I got high, it was to fucking have a spiritual experience,
Hmm.
you know?
Well, he's using those things to get those spiritual experience. It looks like
Like those hippies in the 60s.
kind of dangerous. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's messing up with his mind. And we were talking about on general, I think, or on your room.
Mm-hmm.
I think I kind of warned him to not overdo it, and he said it's too late for him. His brain's already messed up.
I love him to death. Me and him did a Into the Abyss episode, and we discussed the human mind and everything, and we got to the part where it talks about the freaking oh god, what are they called? The little freaking things in your head that transmits the transmitters in your brain, neural transmitters.
Neurotransmitters, yeah.
And then we started talking about freaking what is it? It's the shit that freaking causes you to relax.
The
Serotonin.
Serotonin, yeah.
And it was all cool at that point with them, but then I started talking about dopamines and shit, and the damage that's done to the receptors, and how they have to reroute themselves because they can no longer feel pleasure through those receptors.
Mm.
And I don't know, maybe, hopefully, he freaking catches on to that, but that's real shit, you know what I mean? Every time you put that shit in your brain, you're destroying freaking receptors in your brain, and like all the pleasures that you think you can freaking experience, they'll be gone. You'll just be like me, running around freaking not really feeling anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's it. No.
You know, like people take for granted things like freaking sitting out on their porch and enjoying a beautiful morning. You know what I mean? You actually feel that, you know what I mean? You don't just think it. You're not just there, you feel it. Well,
Right.
you keep freaking doing that dope, you're not going to enjoy that.
Mm.
So that's kind of what that's all about.
Yeah. I know. It's kind of scary, but he seems to think that he can control it.
Yeah, he was trying to do that. He calls it freaking something yoga, where you he's turned it into a form of yoga.
Yeah. It's kind of a spiritual enlightenment quest for him.
Yeah, where what do they call it? Where you like make sure that you only eat certain amount of stuff, or you freaking only drink one beer, or you limit yourself. I forgot what they called it. I'm having a brain fart now. But he calls it a yoga, and I'm like, are you crazy? Like, and then he lowers the amount of coffee that he's allowed to drink.
Mm-hmm.
so that he can freaking discipline how much caffeine goes into his body.
Yeah, it's weird. You control the caffeine that goes into your body, but you don't mind the narcotic or what is it?
Caffeine.
No, the drugs that he's taking sometime to get him into that
Yeah.
mental state.
Yeah, the withdrawals and shit. The DMT and
Yeah, those. It's like.
see, he doesn't. The one thing that doesn't click with him, and it's mostly because a lot of people aren't really educated when it comes to addiction. Okay, like, but the faster the reaction is, and the faster that it happens, or the shorter time that it happens, the more addictive it is. Whereas I can smoke pot and I can freaking be high for freaking 6 hours if I smoke enough. That's not going to be as addictive as taking a line of coke, which only lasts for maybe 20 minutes to a half an hour. You see what I mean? And that's what fools people into thinking that it's better to freaking take coke than what it is to freaking smoke pot. Because they think, well, you know, I can manage better and shit, and it, you know, pot will just keep me all buzzed in the head for freaking 6 hours. I can't be doing that at work, you know, shit like that. It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, well, he seems to think he's not addicted to it and he can control it whatever you want. But it sounds like that's the kind of thinking that addicts.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's not that far into it.
He's still young. How old is he now? Like in his 30s?
Probably, yeah. I mean, we've seen his backpacking pictures.
Yeah, I know.
He's pretty young.
Yeah, he is pretty young. I just hope freaking, you know, he kind of figures it out, because like, you don't want to be my age and fucking look back and all the things that you could have done and you never did it because you were too busy getting high, you know. That's the bad part about it.
Well, Mr. Robot seems like a very smart guy, and
He is.
It sounds like he thinks that these stuffs are helping him.
Mm-hmm.
He's smart because of these things that he's taking, he's using.
He's a very smart guy, you know.
Yeah.
But I think he rationalizes a bunch of shit. Like, he thinks freaking this is doing this to make me this way, and it's not that. It's coming from his brain. He's smart because he's a smart dude.
Yep.
You know? So, I'm cool. I'm cool with just about anything, but I don't feed into that whole thing where freaking, you know, I'm gonna say that drugs is freaking just enhancing your thought process and making you a better person. I don't.
And you're talking from experience, right?
Right. I know what it did to me.
Yeah.
It turned me into a freaking mushroom. It's a robot.
Yeah. I think you're right. But we gotta keep talking.
He's a beautiful man.
He's a beautiful mind.
I seen his face the other week. He got too close to the monitor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we've all seen his face from the camping.
Well,
pictures.
me and you did. I think he's getting more courageous because he's actually turned his webcam on a couple times. But it's like really dark out in the background. He has his mood lights going on. So I think he's getting more and more courageous. He'll eventually do it. Oh,
Yep.
There we go. What's that video? Oh,
Ooh.
Dude.
Where are you looking at?
Wow. Mine's game. Oh, dude, he's got freaking the thing I opened up for him on in his room. Mine's gaming.
Oh, okay. Wait, yeah, that's what I saw when I was in there.
Is that it? Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that's nice. I put that together.
You create that phone?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I didn't realize that was what it was.
What
Now,
are you talking about?
is I didn't realize that's what you guys were in right there. I did
Yeah.
I
What?
did the walls and everything on that.
Oh, that's what I was trying to
Uh,
say. Yeah.
That room?
That's cool as
Created
hell.
that room for me. Mm.
That is awesome as shit, dude. I'm putting that on the stream. I'll keep the volume off, but hell yeah, dude. You put mushrooms on the floor and shit. That's cool. Now, let him know that the top is glass as well, if it's still the same texture. That is cool as hell. He grew mush that he has in his original one in an end table with a
Oh,
thing. I'm gonna make 3 of those and put his furniture in there. I
it'd be
might.
cool
So-
if you put stuff there
so-
that we can, our avatar can pick up and throw at
Mhm.
people, you know.
Mhm.
If we get angry at Roger Hansen, we'll pick up the chair and throw it at him.
So, guys, Minds Gaming says that he will be available in around about an hour if you would like to ask him any questions about.
Yeah, ask him to come
development of
back
that.
on. I don't know if I can
Okay.
stay on here for another hour, but maybe we can come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hit pause on the freaking recording if you want, and we can come back in. I've already screwed up the YouTube thing to where,
You overrode the first hour of the stream.
well, I didn't overwrite. I didn't do the thing. Most of the time, what it does is it stops, and then I have to go in and start another stream. So I went in and I just started another stream, and
Okay.
hopefully they'll have both versions. And if they don't, I can just restream the recording. So
Yeah. I think Buck that also is recording the Skype call.
Mm-hmm.
I did
Or is
try
that-
to record the Skype call and it seemed to cut off after a little while, so I've restarted it a while ago. So I have 2, but
You have
hope
to
they
record it.
work.
Okay. You can
Hope they
set-
work.
Well, the thing that really sucks is like that's the one bad point they have on there. And like when I was having problems with my mic,
Hmm.
I could pick up myself on my OBS no problem, but like freaking Skype's recording couldn't pick me up, and it kept
Oh,
cracking
I see.
up and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Mhm.
That's probably because your OBS is using the microphone.
well, it's my settings.
But
Uh-huh.
how?
I found out the settings was what it was.
Okay, because otherwise, how will be able to hear you? Because you're coming through.
I had to stop setting it up to where I could hear myself. That was the big problem. Once I stopped, because I like to talk, but then I want to hear my voice in the headphones.
Yeah.
Instead of doing that, I just went ahead and turned that off to where I don't hear myself, and I talk into the mic.
Okay.
And
Do you have 2 mics on your computer?
No, I got rid of the table, or I've still got it, but I don't have it hooked in.
Okay.
I could probably.
How do
get away
you
with
how
using
do
it.
you do it? That you using your mic on the Skype call, but you have to set it up on your OBS so that the OBS will pick up what you're saying through the mic as well.
Well, OBS picks up your guys' conversation on the desktop audio, and then it picks my conversation up in the mic auxiliary. So
I see. It would be nicer if you have 2 mics. Otherwise, you're basically recording the audio that's coming out of your speaker. Yeah.
I don't have speakers. I just have my headphones. I took those off so that it didn't cause any feedback or
Okay.
anything like that.
How's the quality coming out on the recording?
Um,
Is that why your voice sound level is a little lower than the rest of us?
I think I adjusted that. I'm not. Yeah,
Okay.
I adjust. Well, I did. It's back down to 5.9. But for my beautiful, sensuous voice, I've got to keep it up on 12.
Right. Okay. Why don't we come back
Yeah.
in about an hour, guys?
Yeah, that's
Looks
true.
like Bob Dub's to go for dinner.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing. Do you want to?
Okay.
If you want to stop recording, I'll hit pause on
Okay.
the recording for OBS. Bob
I
Dub.
think any of us
Okay.
can stop recording. I'm sorry. I think that might have been me, Bob Dub, that
Ah.
clicked to stop recording. All of a sudden, I saw that the Skype's recording call, and I thought that I might have accidentally hit record, and so I hit stop.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sorry
Okay,
about
that makes sense then.
Yeah.
No problems at all.
Mm.
I think I was recording it on OBS too, so we should have about 5